Okay guys, so this video is going to walk you through the basics of line following. For our line following program, we're going to be using the line following sensors, which are at the bottom here. There's a left one and a right one, and both of them take readings essentially and send back a sort of a state for what the line following sensor's in. So for example, if they're both on white, it's going to send back a reading of 3. If they're both on black, it's going to send back a reading of 0. I've just got a little visual here for you guys. So if they're both white, it's going to be 3. If it's both black, it's going to be 0. And for left and right, it's going to be 1 and 2, depending on which side white and black are on. So when I talk about if the state is a certain number, that's what I'm referring to. So to begin with, we're going to need 2 variables. We're going to need the line state, so that's one. And another one we're going to use for line following is a speed variable, so that it's easy for us to adjust our speed if it's going too fast. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is drag out a when flag clicked. So when our flag is clicked, what do we want to happen? We want to set our speed. I'm going to begin with 80, just because it's a decent speed to test with, and then we're going to have to drag out a forever loop, and then inside that forever loop we want to be setting our line state to whatever reading the robot is receiving. So this one here, we're going to use line follower port 2. As you can see, port 2 is where the line following sensor is in. So I'm going to drag that one out and set that there. Just before we go any further, I'm going to show you that the line following sensor is working just by dragging this out. So at the moment, the Panda is saying that it's in a state of 0. Let's put both of them on white. So port 2. So at the moment, yeah, so it's saying 3 because they're both on white and both on black, 0. Left one on white is 2, and right one on white is 1, and then both is 3. So now we know that our line state is working, so we can keep going forward. So I can delete that, stop that. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is drag out an if and else statement underneath there, and then we're going to go into operators, and we're going to drag out the equals something sort of block there. And we want, if our line state, we'll start with 0, is equal to 0, what do we want to do? If it's both on black, move forward. And we want it to run forward at whatever speed that we set. Easy enough. And then we're going to do another if and else block for state 1. And a shortcut of doing that is just duplicating that little block there, changing that to 1, and duplicating this block here, and changing that to speed. That's already done. Okay, so if it's on 1, we'll go back to our visual. If our left hand sensor is on black and our right hand sensor is on white, so if it's like that, we want our robot to correct itself and come back onto the black line. So that's turning left. So we're gonna, oops, sorry, clicked it. Turn left at speed. And then we're going to go another if and else statement. Duplicate this block again. Change that to 2. Duplicate this one again and change that to right. So I'll just go with it. So if it's on 2, so if our right hand sensor is on black and the left hand sensor is on white, we need it to turn right to come back so that they're both on black. And then underneath that, if it's 3, we don't have to do another if and else statement. We can just go, otherwise we want it to reverse at whatever speed that we set. Okay, so let's go through that. So when our flag is clicked, it's going to set the speed. So we can adjust that, and it'll do it for everything. to 80 for this, and then it's going to set the line state to whatever reading the port is receiving. So it's both on white, it's going to be 3. It's both on black, it's going to be 0. And then either or for either side. And then if it's the line state is on 0, which is both black, it's going to go forward. If it's on 1, which is left hand side black, right hand side white, it's going to turn left so that they're both on black. And then if it's the same for 2, it's going to turn right so that it's both on black. Otherwise, if it's on 3, it's obviously gone off course too much and it's going to reverse, come back on course. So we can go ahead now and give that a test. And then hopefully it'll make its way around. And so far so good. Now depending on your robot, you may need to adjust the speed. Oh yeah, it's made it. But yeah, that's a pretty quick rundown on line following.